welcome back to my channel and welcome the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey by hitting that subscription button. It's free, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. I would just like to mention that if the video is a little bit too fast for you, up top there's 3 little buttons. You can click there, slow down the video to the speed you'd like. Also, right next to it, there's the CC letters for closed caption. You can turn that on, and you can read all the stitch that I'm calling down here. By pausing the video, take notes, will make it easier for you. Now, normally when I upload the videos, it takes about an hour for YouTube to search all my words that I'm saying, so it can appear on the closed captions. So don't panic if you don't see right away the closed captions, because the video has just been launched. It will show up in about a half an hour to an hour after the upload. I also would like to mention that if you have extra yarn, extra thread, and you'd like to help the women in need, we highly appreciate it and being very, very grateful for it. Thank you for the ones that already have helped and are still helping. If you'd like to donate, right below the video, there's a little bag of $. You can donate whatever amount you'd like. Nobody's asking for millions. Anything helps. It adds up at the end. You can also go into the description box. My PayPal account is there. You can donate through there if you'd like also. Please always give a thumbs up on the video if you like the video. It does help the video to circulate and also to be recognized worldwide. I gratefully appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's one way to help me out and to help to continue to create these beautiful pieces. Also share on your Facebook public. It costs nothing. Everything is free. There's no charge of anything. So please help out to grow the channel. I do have a Facebook group, private group. If you have a profile, you're more than welcome to request to be a member. It's free, of course, and we'll approve you. You must have a profile. Be careful with the links that you go into the groups that says cut and bit. These are fraud scammers that go through your phones, your computers, and take every information of yours. Do not open up those links. There's a lot of hackers in the groups now. That's why I made sure that my group is private. I want to thank every single one of you from the start being with me, and thank you so much for the newcomers. It costs nothing to subscribe, so please do so. Thank you so much, everybody. Everything will be listed always in the description box for every pattern that I create, the sizes, the thread that I use, which is Portugal thread. They're 100% cotton thread, 4-ply, which is similar to Aunt Lydia. Number 3, which number 3 Aunt Lydia is just a little bit thicker than my thread, not by much, but a little bit. I usually use a hook 3 or 3.5, a small one for tucking in loose ends, and a pair of scissors, of course. So thank you, everybody. Any other questions, suggestions, please feel free to comment. You can always get a hold of me if your intentions are to give some thread or yarn away. There's my email below the description box. There's my Facebook page that you can follow also, my Facebook group, my Instagram, my TikTok. So there's so many ways you can message me. Thank you so much, everybody. I hug every single one of you, and much blessings to all of you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, everyone, so we're going to create a doily today. It seems like grapes at the edge. Now, it's not my creation, and I don't know whose creation is it. It's been going around the internet, and I've been requested to do this doily. And apparently it seems like it could be possible that it's probably someone Turkey, something like that, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so if I do know who it is, I will leave or link the person into the description box or in the comments section. So we're going to create this beautiful doily. I'm going to use this purple. Why not, for grapes, right? Very simple, very economic, and very fast. Hook size 3, a pair of scissors, a small hook to tuck in loose ends. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. And share on your Facebook public. Help to grow the channel. Sharing is caring. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the person that donated to the super thanks. I humbly thank you, and I am grateful. Let's get started, everyone. So we're going to do the magic circle. You just turn like that. I'm going to take the thread inside of the circle as if we're making almost a shoelace knot and do my first chain. I'm going to pull on the string so I can have control of it, and I'm going to do 3 chain, 1 for space. Inside of this magic circle, we're going to have a total of 11 double crochet separated space of 1 chain. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. This is row 1. So we're going to come on the last one here after we do our 1 chain and close it with a slip stitch. So I have 11 double crochets. I'm going to go up 1, 2, and 3 in the same space, another double crochet. 1 chain space, next space, we're going to add 2 together in the same space. 1 chain space, in the next space, 2 together. So row 2 is increasing 2 double crochets in the same space. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. So going into row 3, I'm going to do 1, 2 chain, actually 3 chain. Now you can do your increase on the first double crochet here because we need to do an increase, or if you used to, you can do on the last one. So we're going to keep increasing now. So we started with only 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do 2 chain space. Next space, we're going to also start increasing on the chain spaces, okay, because we don't want it to crumple up. So 2 chain space, 2 on the first double crochet and 1 on the second. 2 chain space, 2 double crochet on the first double crochet, and 1 on the second. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so we did row 3 with 2 chain. Row 4, I will do 2 chain. Row 5, I will do 3 chain. Now, it all depends on your tension, how tight or loose your stitches. You have to go accordingly how the pattern can stay flat. We're going to do this and always an increase at the beginning, or if you're doing an increase at the end, it doesn't matter. I'm doing mine at the beginning, and we're going to do until row 12, until we have 12 double crochets, okay? Always with an increase. And your chains also have to be increased, so that means I'm okay so far with 2 chain. The next row I'm doing 2 chain, which is row 4. Okay, row 5 I'm going to do 3 chain, and possibly row 6 3 chain, and then row 7 4 chain, and row 8 4 chain. If I see that I still can get away with row 9 4 chain, then I will. If not, then I'm going to have to add another chain. Okay, you could always fast forward and I'll tell you how many chains I've done with mine, but everybody's tension is different, so you have to work accordingly to your tension. Okay, so I'm going to advance mine to row 12, always adding 2 at the beginning or at the end as you wish. It doesn't change nothing on the pattern, and I'll be back to you once I'm done my 12 row with 12 double crochets. Okay, you guys, so I did my 12 rows, and you should have 12 double crochets. Now, I did 1 chain space here, and 2 chain space, 2 chain space on 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the 4th row, 2 chain space. On the 5th row, 3 chain space. On the 6th row, 3 chain space, and on my 7th row 3 chain space. On my 8th row I have 4 chain space, my 9th row 4 chain space, my 10th row I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 on my 9th and 5 on my last 2 rows. Okay, so we started with 1 and then 3 rows of, or actually 1, 2 rows of 2. No, sorry. So let's start that again. 1 row of 1 chain, 3 rows of 2 chain, 1, 2, 3 rows, 2 rows of 3 chain, 2 rows of 4 chain, or actually 3 rows of 4 chain, and 2 rows of 5 chain. But now you'll have to do accordingly to your tension. If your tension needs more rows, then you have to do more chain, okay, or less chain. It's really up to you. You got to make sure that it's nice and flat. So I have 5 chain in my last 2 rows, okay. But it's okay if you have to do 6, you do 6. So on row 13 it's just going to be double crochet over double crochet. So chain 3 and 1 per space. We're not increasing, okay. So we're just doing 12 double crochets. We're not going to increase on row 13, just double crochet over double crochet and continue with your chain either 5 or 6 depending up on the tension of your stitch. We don't want it to cramp up, but we don't want it to be too loose either, like a wave, right? So 12 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to see if my 5 is okay. If not, I will do a 6 chain. So it seems to be okay, so I'm going to continue with my 5 chain. Okay, and then just proceed the same way all the way around with 12 double crochets on row 13. Okay, everyone, so we finished row 13, going into row 14. Now we're going to start to decrease, okay? So we're going to skip the first double crochet and we're going to skip the last double crochet. So I'm going to walk over, I call it the walk, to the next double crochet with a single, 1, 2 chain, next double crochet, double crochet. So we're going to end up with 10 double crochets. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We are not doing the first double crochet nor the last. Chain 2. Now if your stitch is too tight, then do chain 3. I'm coming in the space here and doing a double crochet. 1, 2, and chain 3. Coming back in and doing a double crochet. Chain 2. I'm going to skip the first double crochet and I'm coming into the second. I'm going to continue to do my 10 double crochets. It's going to be like this all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I closed up with a slip stitch on the 3rd chain. I'm going to do the walk, I call it the walk, to the next space, the next double crochet over, and I'm going to do a single. So we're going to keep decreasing. We're not doing the first double crochet and the last one. So single to chain and proceed with your double crochets. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 double crochets on row 14. 1, 2, 3, chain 3 inside of the V here. We'll call it the V. I'm going to do 6 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 3, skip the first double crochet, come into the second, and do your 8 double crochet, 1 per space. I'm going to continue mine, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 14, going into row 15, so we're going to keep decreasing. We're going to skip the first double crochet, going into the second with a single, chain 2. Now we're going to have 6 double crochets here, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We are not doing the last nor the first double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Do not tighten your tension. If you need to give 4 chains, go ahead. We're doing a double crochet here, and 1, 2, and 3 in the same space. We're creating a V. Okay, so we're doing a V here. I'm going to do chain 1 loose, but if you find your tension is tight, do chain 2. I'm doing on the last double crochet another double crochet, chain 3, and back in, create another V. And we're going to repeat again, 1, 2, and 3, and do your 6 double crochets. Okay, so continue yours, I'll continue mine, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay. Okay, everyone, going to row 16. We're going to continue to decrease, so into the next double crochet with a single, 2 chain. Now we're going to have 4 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3 chain. I'm coming on top of the first double crochet of the first V with double crochet. I'm going to do 6 more double crochets in here and 1 double crochet at the last double crochet on the V. So we'll have a total of 8 double crochets. 2, 4, 6, 7, and 1 on top, 8. So 1 on top of the double crochet, 6 inside, and 1 on top of the double crochet. I'm coming directly inside of the other double crochet where we have the other V, and repeat the same thing. 1 on top of the double crochet, 6 inside of the V, and 1 on top of the double crochet. So I'll have a total of 8 again, and we're going to repeat the 4, 1, 2, 3 chain, the 4 double crochets here at the end. So continue yours, I'll continue mine, and I'll meet you at the end. Now if you want this doily, because I think it's going to be pretty big, you could always use Aunt Lydia number 10 or double your thread. If not, Aunt Lydia number 3 for a big centerpiece for the table. Cotton thread, of course. Okay. So we finished doing row 16, if I'm not mistaken. So here we finished with 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Going into row 17. Hope I didn't make a mistake calling out rows. I usually have a bad habit at that. So now we're going to go over again to the next double crochet. We're going to have 2 double crochets only. Next space. 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm coming in the first and doing the V exactly like we did. 3 chain and another double crochet. So we got our first V here. I'm going to do 1 chain. If you find that it's too tight, then do 2 chain. I'm coming in the center here and create another V, 3 chain, so double crochet, 3 chain, and another double crochet. And again, one chain, don't tighten it too much. Go on the last double crochet here and create another V. So basically we're increasing on this look-alike grapes, let's say. So we have 3 V's, one at the beginning of the double crochet, one in the center, one at the end. 1, 2, 3. This row will be all the way the same, all the way around, and 2 double crochets. Chain 3. Don't tighten it too much because then it's going to pull too much on the pattern. Double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. First V on the first double crochet. Chain 1, loosen it up and come in the center between both grapes, let's call them that. 3 chain and another double crochet, creating my second V. 1 chain, loosen it up and coming in my last double crochet. Double crochet, 3 chain and double crochet again. I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I finished row 17, going to row 18. We're going to do the walk with the slip stitch. Next space in between the chains here, the 3 chains, we're going to do the walk, slip stitch until we get to the double crochet right here. Single, chain 2. Now we're going to do 7 double crochets now inside of the V. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 1 on top of the double crochet. So we're going to have a total of 9. That's including with the first one here. We're going into the next double crochet on top of the double crochet, 1 double crochet, continue to do your 9, so 7 inside of the V. Seven and 9 double crochet, and proceed the same way with the last one here. I'm going to do 7 inside the V and 1 at the end. We'll have a total of 9. Seven, my 8th, and my 9th with the first one that we did. We're going to turn around and we're going to do the walk with a slip stitch to the center between the grapes here. Slip stitch, and single on the middle between the groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and a double crochet. So we're creating a V here again, and we're going to do 1, 2 chain. Don't tighten it too much. Go into the next space between the grapes again, create another V. So double crochet, 3 chain, and double crochet. So we're decreasing now in the grapes. We're going to turn around. 1, 2, 3, inside of the space of the V. So 3 chain is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. No, 8, sorry, inside of the V. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inside of the V, 1 on top of the double crochet is 9, and with the 3 chain weaving up is 10. We're going directly into the next V. Oops, no, into the double crochet, sorry. And 8 inside of the center here of the V. Now, we only have one more grape left to do. And then we have to do individual ones as we just finished doing. I'm not going to do the tutorial on it because it's just a repeat now. I'll start off and then you guys can continue. You have to keep cutting the thread until you do all your grapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your ninth one we're going to count 1, 2 on your third chain. We go in. So we turn around again. We're going to do the walk with a slip stitch, as I call it, the walk. Slip stitch all the way to the center. We need to create the last V in the center between both grapes. Very easy to do, very fast. And into the center with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you need to do 6, go ahead, because some people's tensions are a little bit tighter than others. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3 for double crochet, and I'm going to create 8 more inside of here. So we're going to have the total of the 10 double crochets again. And then you can cut your thread, and you're pretty much done with this, and go into the next grapes and repeat everything again. So 3 chain, 1 inside of the space, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 inside of the V, and then you're going to count 1, 2 on your third, and you double crochet with the 3 chain weaving up. That's pretty much the 10 double crochet. So you cut your thread. I mean, look how pretty that looks. Doesn't that look so pretty? And of course you're going to tuck in all the loose ends. Now, remembering that to create the V's, we have to be on the wrong side of the pattern, so you must turn your pattern around. No, we already have the V there. Sorry about that. I don't know, what was I thinking? We have to do exactly the same thing. So we're going to come here on top of the double crochet on the V, single, 2 chain, and we have to repeat the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inside. So 2, same amount as we did now. If you need to rewind the video and follow through each time, go ahead, or put yourself a marker on the grapes to see where you're at or how many. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let me just check here to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 on top of the double crochet, and then of course 1 here, so you'll have your 9 coming into the next one. and then do your 7 again. So I have 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. 1 on top of the double crochet, and into the next one on top of the V. 7 inside. And 1 on top of the double crochet, and then you're going to turn around. You're going to do the walk, as I call it, into the center between both grapes, as we did with the other one. And in the center, we're going to do a single 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back in and create your V's. Chain 2. Don't tighten it too much so it doesn't crumple up the grapes. And create your V again. 2 and 3 chain. Now, if you have to do a 6 chain here on the V, you can go ahead and do it, okay? So you're going to turn around again. 1, 2, and 3, and go and do your double crochet. So we are, how many in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have to do 8 double crochets inside of the V, exactly like we did the other one. So all you have to do is just look or rewind the video. Turn your closed caption on so you can read to confirm. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 on top of the double crochet. So we'll have a total of 10. Go on top of the double crochet and the last grape, which is on top, the very last one here. We also have 10. That means 8 inside of the V. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and your 9th one you're going to do on top of the third, inside of the 3rd chain, and your 10. Then you would turn around again and proceed with the slip stitch, I call it the walk, to the center to create your last V for your last 10 grape, 10 double crochets for your last grape. So slip stitch your way through into the center, single 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you need to do a 6 chain, go ahead. Some people's tension are tighter. And then you turn around and you create 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do 8 inside of the V. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your 9th, we're going to go into chain 3 here And we have our 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cut your thread. And then you tuck in the loose ends. And look at that. So I'm going to complete mine. I'll have a little video at the end and display with the pictures. I want to thank every single one of you. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll let you know how much thread I've used and the size. I'll be measuring from tip to the other tip of the grape. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. Thank you for your donations. And thank you always for your encouragement. I hug every single one of you. God bless. Stay safe. Bye-bye, everyone.